Welcome to Let's Talk About It. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about Ralph's Grocery Market, part of our grocery store month in July. If you haven't seen last week's episode of the Kool-Aid, check that out now. Under the playlist, Let's Talk About It. All this month is gonna be grocery store theme, and we are gonna be hitting close to 100 episodes and 1 year of this series. The 1 year anniversary of this series of Let's Talk About It is gonna be on August 25th. So stay tuned for that. I'll do something special for that episode. But for now, let's talk about Ralph's Grocery Store. Ralph's Grocery Company was founded in 1873, so 152 years ago, in Los Angeles, by a guy named George Ralph and his brother Walter. Ralph teamed up with S.A. Francis in 1873 to open Ralph and Francis store at 5th and Hill. In 1875, Ralph and Francis became the Ralph Brothers store. In 1876, they conducted a two-story building at the southwest corner of the South and Spring. When Ralph became Ralph Brothers, it specialized in produce and canned goods. By the 20th century, Ralph became a grocery pioneer, opening self-service market with checkout stands. In 1994, all ABC markets, Alpha Beta, and Boys markets, as well as Food for Less, was all rebranded under Ralph's. In 1999, Ralph purchased about 30 Albertsons stores and bought out Lucky's, mostly in Southern California and Northern California. Back in the 1980s, popular television shows such as Roseanne would use the old brand product, the black and white box, with the white writing, the bold white writing, and then the Ralph logo on the side. But they would have to cover up the Ralph logo because of advertisement and copyright. They couldn't show any commercial brand, basically, no matter what product it was. So if you see, for example, a box of Rice-A-Roni it would either be half of it would be taped out, or it would be, they would put a different sticker over it. Because back in the 70s and 80s, they couldn't do that, and they still can't do that to this day. But shows that did feature the Ralph's products in the 80s, like I said, Roseanne, Step by Step, Perfect Strangers, and Family Matters, just to name a few. Let me know what you think about Ralph, if you like that store. And for most people that live outside of California, it would probably be Fry's or Kroger or Smith or Food for Less, Pick and Save. All those are part of Ralph's. I do work for the company. Been working almost 21 years. They're usually pretty good with my schedule. And I like working now. That was just a water bottle that fell down, if you're wondering what that noise was. And then the other noise in the background is my fan, because it's hot in here. But like I said, Ralph's is about the only grocery store I go to because I work there. And I do pick up items from time to time when I get off work. And I pretty much like the store. I'm pretty much a third generation grocery store worker in my family. My dad did it, my aunt did it, and my cousin primarily did it, but different companies. Well, that will do it for today's episode. Let me know in the comments below if they're turned on, if you've been to a Ralph's, or if you like going to grocery stores, or even if you worked at a grocery store. Just let me know what your experience is inside the store. If you like the self-checkout, if you like the curbside pickup. That's another thing Ralph's has, is curbside pickups. Which I think is pretty cool. Kinda pointless, but it's pretty cool. If you would, if you're a new person here to the channel, I welcome you. You can always keep updated on the episodes and whatever I do on the channel by hitting that notification, the like button, the share button, and you can always leave a comment below. And for the rest of you, thanks for watching the videos that I post. I greatly appreciate it. The candy episode, the one I did a couple weeks ago, that one had a lot of likes. I was surprised. And then last week's episode pretty much had a lot of likes too, and a lot of views. Same with the candy episode, and I do my very best on these things. Well, that will do it for today's episode. and I hope you find this episode interesting. Join me next Tuesday as our grocery store months continue when we talk about Stater Brothers. And I'll be next Tuesday. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day.